How you doing? This is Tony the Six String Corner. That was from the song Jacob's Ladder that was on Rush's album Permanent Waves back in, I believe, 1980. If you're not a Rush fan, you might not have heard it, although you probably heard their song The Spirit of Radio. I know that was big on classic radio back in the day, and if you do listen to any classic radio now, whether it's on Pandora or wherever, odds are this one has come up. The song itself on the record is one of their epics, although it's a shorter epic. It was probably about 8.5 minutes long. It was in 2 sections. That riff you heard started the second section. It's an interesting lick in that it isn't an odd time signature, or really in a collection of odd time signatures. I've seen it written as 13/8, although I would prefer to think of it in groups of 6/8, 7/8, 6/8, 7/8, and I have seen it written that way as well. How does the riff go? Well, I'm not going to give you all the details on how to play it. You can go back, slow the video down, watch how I played it. However, here's how the lick is organized in groups of 6 and 8. It really is a repeating lick, except every other time he adds one extra note. Here's the first 6, and he repeats it and adds one extra note, and then goes back and does another 6, and then goes back to another 7th note. It's done in groups of 13, although you'd want to subdivide that in 6 and 8. It's kind of hard to count to 13 all the time. I hate doing that actually. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then repeat. It's a lot easier for me at least to count it. The lick utilizes the D major scale, and then it goes off to an F sharp major scale and kind of alternates back and forth if you listen to the song. Then the lick concludes in this way. Another thing that I do, if you've noticed, I'm almost exclusively using my pointer finger, my middle finger, and my little finger. I don't really use the ring finger a lot except for the concluding part of that lick. The exercise is going to utilize mostly those fingers. So how do we use this as an exercise? How do we use it as a warm-up lick? Well, here's what you can do. I'm going to use the F sharp major scale just for reference. I'm going to play that in 2 groups of 13. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I mean by 2 groups of 13. And then I'm going to go up a half step and do another 2 groups of 13. And so on. And you go all the way up the neck, and you can also do it from the D major position. You can even go down. Now, what makes this exercise even more interesting is the second part that I'm going to show you, is we're going to throw a metronome onto it. And we're actually going to play it faster in, let's say, 8-beat increments. I'm setting this now at 122 beats per minute, which is technically the quarter beats. It just works better for me. I play every other beat. I'm using 8th beats for the quarter. Even though we're technically at 6/8, 7/8 time, if you want to use 8th beats, you're going to want to slam this thing up to 244 and start there. I just prefer doing it this way. It just works better in my head. If you want to go 244 and work from there, God bless you, go ahead. Here's a song in its actual tempo. Now we take that and we go up, let's just say 8-beat increments. I like that one. Go to 130. Go up 138. we can keep going in 8-beat increments. Now, one thing I should note, I'm doing down picking. This is all down pick, at least the first part of it. We're really muting those strings a little bit. Now, in the song, he opens it up, and there we're going to do some alternate picking. This is also a great lick for switching between your down picking and your alternate picking. As we go faster, you're going to find that the alternate picking works much better than down pick. It's going to be pretty hard to down pick. I'm going to pick a tempo at random. Okay, 177. Just pick that one at random. I'm going to use the F sharp major scale, and we're going to alternate pick it. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to play it in 2 groups of 13 like we did before, and then move up a half step, 2 groups of 13, and so on. I'm going to try 177 since I picked this one. You can then start from the D major position that he also plays. And so on, and so on, and so on. So there you have it, a nice little lick that hopefully will help you become a better player. Hopefully work with your odd time signatures if you're not used to it. This is a great one to work on. Good luck with it, and rock on.